Hello and salutations, it's me Salty, welcome back to Two Cents Toys, and today we're going over the Marvel Legends Venom from the Venom Pool Wave. Now, I recorded all of these as kind of a one lump video, so you can watch the whole wave if you want to, and then I'm also breaking them up into single release videos. So you can watch this one by itself if that's all you're interested in, you can watch the whole wave. I'm trying to do a little bit of a variety, kind of an experiment, and see which one's more popular. I held a poll on my community tab on my page, and most people voted for single release, but I only got a small sampling of my subscriber base, so kind of giving you both what you want, at least for this one. We'll see which one's more popular in the end. But I picked this up at Walmart. It was like 20 bucks, thereabouts. Looking at them, you see we get Marvel Legends up here, two extra fists, an extra head, Venom down here, Venom himself, Paper J Hook up here at the top, a Venom movie logo there. Yep. Side of the box has an image from the movie. Same on the other side. Back of the box has a picture of the figure, a little bit of a read up from the movie, legalese. All out of the way, I'm going to get him open. We'll look at his hands, the extra head, we'll go over articulation, and we'll call it a day. And to kick it off, we have two extra fists, simple hinge mechanism for in and out. They're just black with a little bit of the kind of white design on the back of them. Fairly well painted, I think. I mean, it's kind of messy, but I think that's also kind of the point. I like the glossy on it. You know, it makes it look more like a symbiote suit and less of a kind of morph suit, I guess, for lack of a better word. And then we get the extra head, which is just this kind of grinning teeth head. I don't think the teeth came out super clean, but especially right there in the middle, looks like they kind of hit it pretty hard with that brush. But otherwise, the teeth on the side came out pretty nice, I think. I also very much like the eyes. I like the kind of little curly cues up on the top. I think it's a little small, if that makes any kind of sense. Like, it's oddly shaped, which it is what it is. I'm not expecting it to look like a human head or anything like that, but you'll see what I mean. When we put it on the body, it just looks a little out of proportion. This doesn't look so bad up close, and you'll see this head on the body again when we go over articulation, but, you know, up close it doesn't look so bad. You can kind of see what I'm talking about, a little bit better profile view though, where it's kind of elongated, but it only gets worse when you see it at a distance. You kind of see how big he is and how tiny that little head is. Maybe you can see what I'm talking about now, which isn't as noticeable with the other head, but I think that's only because the open mouth and the elongated tongue kind of covers a lot of that up, or hides it, because it makes the head look bigger. Speaking of that head, the paint on the teeth didn't come out very clean, as you can see, especially on the bottom jaw and up on the gums of the top jaw. The split along the side looks great though, and the teeth on the other side of the head fared a little bit better. Not by much. The paint on the chest and the shoulders came out as clean as it can for being, you know, supposed to be sloppy, but you can still make it out, you know, it looks clean enough. And it continues onto the back. I've already seen people customizing this where they paint everything black and they paint the Venom logo, or like kind of like the Venom suit, you know, on the chest and all that, which looks great when they do it, but you know, I'm fine with Venom looking like this. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and go over articulation. That's all the further the tongue head can look up. That's all the further it can look down. It gets side to side with no problem. It has a natural range of tilt. It is a dumbbell under there, but it's a very shallow dumbbell, so you kind of have to work with it. It's not a glide, so to speak. You really have to put some effort into tilting the head. Just so you can see what I'm talking about, that's how shallow the dumbbell is for the neck and head. The other head can look up that far, can look down that far. It also gets side to side, but I do encounter more resistance with this head. Same thing with the tilt. You know, I still have to put a little bit of elbow grease into it. It doesn't just go on its own. Shoulder spins 360 with no problem at all. Comes up well over 90. We have a bicep swivel. It's double joints in the elbow, but we have a short cut up here at the bicep and a long cut into the forearm. So if you wanted to use just the bicep, that's how far it comes up. Using just the forearm comes up to a 90, and using both comes up that far. We have a swivel in the wrist, and hinge in and out for all four wrists. Down here in the abdomen, we have a dumbbell and an ab crunch. Using just the dumbbell allows him to lean forward that far. Utilizing both, he goes forward that far. Using just the dumbbell, he leans back that far, and goes back that far using both. Using the dumbbell, he gets side to side, as well as swivel on top. He kicks forward to just under 90, kicks back about that far, kicks out that far. We have a thigh swivel, double joint in the knee comes up that far, ankle goes back, forward, and ankle rocker. Now, I'm not entirely certain how much of this is brand new original sculpt, you know, between biceps, forearms, and the like. But ostensibly, it looks like it's mostly original. Off the top of my head, I can't think of when we've seen these kind of feet before. You know, they're very primate, simian looking. Nice to see some new stuff. And that's really all I got for today. I'm very happy with it. You know, I was a fan of the Venom movie when it came out. So maybe I'm a little biased. I know some people didn't like the design, some people don't like the movie. It seems pretty well divided from most of the people that I talked to. I was a big fan of it, and I like more the implications behind it, that we're getting more of the kind of Sony-oriented Spider-Man Marvel figures. So I'm hoping that maybe we'll get some, Tobey Maguire figures down the line. That would make me very happy. Especially if we get a Spider-Man 2 Doc Ock, that would be incredible. But let me know what you think down below, whether you liked the Venom movie or not, if you're going to get this figure or not, or if you would also like to see some of the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man characters come to life via, Marvel Legend figures, or I should say contemporary Marvel Legend figures. If you like what you saw today, and all that I ask is that you click like on the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a great way to help me out, and I very much appreciate it. And also let me know which you prefer. Did you watch the whole wave video, or are you holding out for the single releases? So that'll kind of let me know going forward what you would prefer to see. So anyway, I thank you for stopping by today. And until next time, I'm Salty, signing off.